All right, we good. Got my boy on this episode of Thinking Out Loud. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and introduce yourself, my brother.
My boy, my name Kai. I go by Kooomp though, so
Yes,
call me
sir.
Kooomp.
We got a Kooomp in this
Um,
bitch. You know what I'm
our
saying?
topic gonna be, I'm gonna say fatherhood and mental health.
For sure, for sure. Definitely want to talk about fatherhood though, but before I get to that, I just gotta say, on some like bigging you up type shit, I gotta commend you though for real because like it's a lot of niggas out there that's not taking care of their kids, feel me?
Almost
Especially
definitely.
like, yeah, and it's crazy, especially as like, in the black community, it's a lot of deadbeat dads and you hear a lot of stories about, um, fathers not being in niggas' lives and shit like that. You feel me? So I gotta definitely commend you on that shit though for real because I don't really hear too many niggas as, taking care of their kids the right way too. You feel me?
Oh yeah, definitely. I appreciate that, bro. Definitely. I say for me, being a father that I am, very active. Um, it's something that I wanted growing up. So I try to be how I wanted to my father to be. And I try
Right.
to put that in me being a dad to my child. So deadbeats, I don't really understand it because being a dad is
Yeah.
just feel full. Like it's a different type of love in your life.
Yeah, definitely, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. When we talking about this, I'm over here thinking like I feel that because like niggas grew up without their dad. You feel me? I grew up without my father and shit in my life, and I ain't know the nigga till I got older. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
and then it's like me. I ain't got no kids right now, but like I know like once I have some like a son, daughter, or whatever, I already know that okay, I'm gonna give them the life I wish I had. You know what I'm saying? Growing up
Definitely.
and fill that void that they're gonna need, later on in life. Like I can, I want to be able to, have my son grow up and say like, "Dad did that for me," and have my daughter
Definitely.
grow up and be like,
That's
"Dad
exactly
was there."
the whole point of being a father. You want your child to say, "Hey, he was a good dad. I want to be just like him." You want your child to be like you. You want to set that
Yeah,
example and let them know that you could be the man. They need you to be, and it makes you a
definitely,
better person, a better man. You just feel it's a different type of love. You don't. That's a love that you don't gotta ask for or beg for. It's just you build a bond and you just fall in love with your child.
definitely, bro. I don't see it. I don't know. Like the deadbeat shit, that shit never sat right. Like I don't know how niggas is deadbeats, bro. I don't get it.
I can't. I don't know. I can't do it because even if me and his mom or whatever get
Hmm.
into it or something, and we stop talking or whatever, I would still do for my child.
Definitely,
It's not like I can't walk this earth and not do nothing for him. No, I'm a father. It's
definitely.
just weird.
Yeah, yeah,
You feel me?
definitely.
Because that like how you treat your child when they're young, even 3 months or 6 months or to a year, they see every little thing that you do. So
Hmm.
like from birth, you want to be on your top tier. So like when they get older, you can say, "My father, he always
Yeah,
been there," type
yeah,
shit. You
definitely,
know, that's a
definitely.
love they don't gotta ask for. Be in the streets, gang shit, because that's how the black community is.
Definitely,
It's a
definitely.
lot of gang activity because ain't no black dads being involved with their kids.
Hmm.
And that's why they go to gangs and shit like that. So I don't never want my child to be like that. So that's why I want to build my connection, my bond with him, so he knows that I'm always here. I'm your dog. You just like you my dog. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. No, it's a good thing though, man. It's crazy that you said that because I think everything, back like what you're saying about the gang shit, because I think everything start from home, you feel me? Because me personally, I feel like if a child don't get that love from his mom or his pops, I mean, where else he gonna get it? You
Yeah, he
know,
gonna get it from somewhere.
yeah, definitely. Like I feel like, we just lost takeoff, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that
Yeah,
relates to
rest
like
in
not having a
peace.
father.
We rest in
Yeah,
peace.
definitely rest in peace. I ain't even gonna lie, when I seen that, bro, that shit was crazy. Like I woke up to that news because what happened
Yeah,
was
me too,
that
man.
yeah, that was some crazy shit. Cause it's to think this was somebody that was part of an iconic group. You feel me? That niggas was listening to middle, high school,
Definitely. They popped up in what, 2010,
13,
2011?
something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
11 or 12.
Niggas
And
was still in middle school when
mm-hmm,
they popped out. They had the Versace shit.
for sure. And then
You know,
Drake
that
hopped on
that
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 shit.
was that's when they first came out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
to see Takeoff pass, that was tough.
That shit
It's an
tough.
unexpected death for sure. You don't. It's always the strong ones you don't really
And he was a
expect
good dude,
to
bro.
die.
Like he was like quiet. He was out the way. Best Migo. Everybody say
Yeah,
I
very
got I gotta
underrated.
stand on that. You feel me? But
Very underrated for sure.
mad underrated. I was just listening to
Without
his
Takeoff, ain't no
album.
Migos.
Definitely, definitely. And it's crazy. Like I'm over here just scrolling on the media and just thinking like, damn, I'm going by videos of Takeoff and the Migos, and it don't even feel the same now. Just watching it,
It
just
don't, man. And
yeah,
hopefully, Migos, Offset, and Quavo, they learn from this situation. Brothers for
mhm,
life. I mean, how
definitely.
they fell out, I don't know what the circumstance was. If it was over a female, I don't know what it
Yeah,
was, but they gotta understand that it's more life. Losing their brother. Hopefully, their relationship can get a little better.
definitely. And it's crazy because like they all related too, I think. Cause I guess Takeoff was Quavo's uncle or something like that,
Yeah,
and
that's his
Offset was
nephew.
their
That's
cousin.
his sister's son.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, that's crazy. Man, it's crazy. Speaking of like, beefing over females, that's another thing too, cause it be dudes over here getting caught up, over a female, and or some dudes be beefing with their homeboy over a female, and I never understood that too. Cause me personally, I never let no vagina get between me and my bro
Yeah,
relationship.
and
You
it
know what I mean?
shouldn't. It shouldn't at all. I mean, you might be mad for a little bit, whatever, but I wouldn't hold a grudge towards that situation because life it goes on. It's too precious to
Definitely,
let that situation ruin a brotherhood. No
definitely.
female should ever get in the middle of your relationship.
Nah, never. Even for like the females on their perspective, no dude, no nigga should ever get between that. You know what I
But
mean?
definitely.
Man, like I don't. We gotta discuss mental health though. I can't wait for that shit. It's gonna be
Oh
a
yeah,
crazy topic.
mental health is that should be the number one thing in people's lives. I
Hmm.
feel like it's a very, very underrated topic, and it's a very interesting topic
Especially for
because,
the black community.
especially for the Black community, because it's not really. I don't think people take it as serious as it should be, because
Mhm.
depression is a big part of mental health,
Definitely.
and everybody goes through it. It's a part of health. It's like a disease that's very uncurable. Everybody gotta go through it, type shit.
Mhm.
And I feel like, especially in the Black community, I feel like it's not really talked about enough.
Right.
I feel like, especially on a Black man, it's extremely, extremely, extremely hard being a Black man and dealing with mental health because you feel like you got to be a superhero all the time. But at the end of the day, you go through shit. Whether that's a job or being a parent, and you still got to hustle and shit like this, and it's getting hard, or whatever the case may be. You just struggling. You can't even really show that because
Right.
it's really a sign of weakness. But at
Right.
the same time, as a man, you got to try to figure it out how to do it the right way, the positive way. And for me, I'm still learning as I grow. My mental health is very, very important. I try to put it first, but I don't really know how to deal with it because you got to keep going.
Yeah, yeah. It's
So
like we was
I don't
never
really have
taught,
time
how
to
to deal with it in a healthy way. You know what I'm saying? Because take
hmm
a look at, when we was kids. You feel me? Let's say you playing football, with friends in the neighborhood, and you like fall, bust your ankle, or you get like a little scratch or whatever. You cry a little bit because it hurt. Now, when we was kids, maybe we, as young black kids at the time, we probably came up, and our mothers or whoever around was probably been like, oh, don't cry, boys don't
Yeah,
cry and stuff like that,
yeah,
and then
definitely. Especially
we
being a
have,
little boy, and
yeah,
they want you to be a little tough, which I get. I get.
yeah,
As
yeah,
a kid,
definitely,
as a kid, you're not thinking that. Especially as a
Yeah.
boy, you're not
Yeah,
thinking
you a
that.
small kid.
Hey,
You don't know
my
no
sister
better.
just fell. Like my sister just fell. You didn't really say that to her like that.
Yeah.
So when you're a little boy, it's challenging for sure.
Definitely. Definitely. And then it's like, it's like the older generation, we was kids, they conditioned our mind to, have this certain mentality, like
Yes.
to like, oh, don't cry. You know how the famous
Yeah,
saying, don't
definitely.
cry, give you something to
Like
cry about
yeah, for
and shit
sure.
like that. And then
Yeah,
it's
like
like,
saying you're not your sister, you're not a little girl or
yeah,
whatever. It's like when you was a kid. It's like if you was a boy and you cried, it's like you're not really supposed to do that shit.
yeah. It's
You
like you're
know,
supposed to stay heartless forever or something like that. But it don't work that way because then boom, that's just when you a child. But then once you grow up and you become a man and then you start dating and stuff like that, that kind of carries on, you know what I'm saying, as you
it
get
does.
older, because that's what you learn as
And
a
it
kid.
kind of carried me because I've always been a nonchalant person. I've always
Yeah.
hated talking about my feelings. I never really knew how, honestly. And I
Hmm.
just feel like it's been a waste because people they pretend they listen, but they really don't. So for me, I just kind of battle my shit inside and let it out as soon as possible because at the end of the day, I'm a father and I got to keep going. I can't
For
approach
sure.
shit the way I did 2 years ago and just be in my room and just try to get right. I can't do that all the
For
time.
sure. For sure.
Because my son he sees that and he sees my energy. He feels that shit, and I want him to be happy. I want him the best version of me. So mental health, though, at the same time, you still gotta be strong for yourself, um, and just keep going because depression it can really get to you if you're not motivated. If you're really
Definitely.
down and out of it and not really having the energy to do what you need to do, that shit can really eat you up.
Yeah, definitely. And then
Like
you
like
see
it,
why a
it's like
lot
a
of people
mind
kill
game.
themselves too.
Yeah, for sure. It's like a mind game, but you really gotta find the open door and just keep on going. That's it.
Definitely, bro. And you know what's sad though? Like, for example, you could go on like social media, Facebook, Twitter, shit like that. You got like even with females, you know what I mean? Obviously it starts, when you're young, our moms probably be like, oh, you don't cry or you don't do that. And then you get older, you get into a relationship with someone. Sometimes that same energy, can still be passed on through your partner or, whoever the
Yeah,
female in your life. And it's just like, it's kind of sad, thinking about this shit. Cause it's like,
yeah,
damn, like, do a nigga ever get some peace, like mentally? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because it's like, yeah,
It's so
definitely.
hard being a man in this society, especially a black man, because especially how social media is nowadays. Like I feel like everybody that's got to be another topic too.
Oh, we
What I'm
gonna,
saying?
yeah,
Like social
definitely,
media, because
definitely,
social media has definitely ruined
man.
today's world, like in a major, major way. Because you see all the stuff on social media, they think it's real life. Like you gotta be like that because it's social media.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
don't gotta be like that. It's just it's like it's corrupted. Like the world is just corrupted because social media is just so big. Like it should not be as big as it is. And people really cannot live without that shit.
yeah, yeah, definitely,
Like it's
bro.
crazy.
It's so
I see
crazy.
all
It's
these
like,
TikToks and shit.
yeah,
Like it's crazy, bro. Like everybody trying to do TikToks and shit. I don't
mm,
get it. Hey, be different.
yeah. It's crazy. I agree with you. But at the same time, it's like, everybody is their own person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whatever you feel like you're entitled to do, just do it. You know what I mean? Whether you do like, shit. Because the way I see it, it's like all these social media. There's a pro and con to social media, right? The
Hmm.
pros, the way I see it, as we speak, is like now, Facebook is giving people money, like getting to monetize and Instagram and Twitch and YouTube and all that. And then, also with social media, you can connect, with people like family, old longtime friends, shit, because we known each other since way back. You feel me?
Yeah, it's been 10 plus years.
Yeah, crazy,
Yeah, it's
bro.
way back for sure.
Yeah, and
It's
then like,
crazy. It's been that long.
yeah, it's crazy. And then like, how we came up and look where we at now, man. We
Definitely, man.
early 20s and all that.
Hell
But
yeah, man.
Yeah, and then like the cons to social media also is just you already know where I'm going with this one. Just a whole bunch of. One thing I do want to mention, though, matter of fact, is about social media. Definitely, people just take it way too serious. Like people just devote their life to it. Like you know how you know that one person is just they got more personality on Facebook than they do in person, and it's
Definitely.
sad, bro. Like shit like that makes me sad. I ain't gonna lie.
It shouldn't be like that
Ah,
because it's life without social media. Like when we was growing up, social media wasn't big.
all you
Niggas was
had was like
outside. We was
MySpace and
outside.
shit.
Even now, we was
Yeah,
outside. Oh, it was cold and shit. We was still was outside.
we
Like
was throwing snowballs and all type
yeah,
of shit.
today's generation is really interesting, and I feel like it's not gonna get any better because social media is just gonna keep on expanding and expanding and getting
Technology
better.
too.
Yeah, technology is gonna keep on getting better. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't see how the generations that's coming up, how it's gonna be different. Because that
Definitely.
their generations is gonna have to change it. It's
Right.
gonna have to change it back because this is it's too big. It's too big right now. It's
And then
corrupted.
like I feel like we in a generation too where we can kill the cycle to a lot of bullshit too. You know,
We can.
definitely, but it just takes the hard work, you know what I mean? Because the generation we in, man, it's fucked up. It's corrupted because you got a balance of people that's I wouldn't say got their shit together, but got a head on their shoulders, I guess you could say. Like they know what's up, but then you got the
Hell
other half
yeah.
that's just lost, bro. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They just don't want to put in the work to make things better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, it's tough. It's really tough. And it's only gonna get worse. Hopefully it'll change sooner or later.
Hopefully,
But I'm not sure about that. But
man. And it's like, you know, dudes be out here. We can talk about so much shit, bro, when it comes to social media.
yeah.
Like,
Social media, a whole nother topic.
that's a whole
It's a
nother
whole nother topic.
episode, you know what I mean?
Word.
Shoot, but
But
my
fatherhood and mental health, I feel like those are the two things that keep me going.
yeah,
Fatherhood especially is number one, and then mental health is definitely number two. My child definitely makes me stronger. It makes me want to do better, and
and
not
you change
only
your
and
life too, yeah.
yeah,
Right.
not only for his life, but definitely for my life. I definitely want to be better. I want to show him just a different world. And I want him to know that I'm always here. That's the biggest thing I want him to know.
Yeah, it's the
I want to
love.
install that into him. Like I want him to come to me about anything. In the midst of the night, you could talk to me about anything.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Definitely.
want him to know that shit. And I want to install that shit into him because as a kid, I couldn't come to my father about certain shit.
Right,
My
right.
aunt always been the mom and dad for me. She's always been there for me. So the love that she taught me as a little boy and feeling that shit, I've definitely put what I've learned from her into me being a parent. And it definitely has made me be the best dad I could be. Because whether it's not your real mom or your real dad, if a person can step up and be there for you and show you the way, that's really all that matters. When you get older, you start to see shit. And people that's really important to you and that really does shit
Right.
for you, you got to start recognizing those people because
Definitely.
sometimes they don't really feel that shit. They could just, they really like, understand I'm here for and shit like that. Like I always want my aunt to know that shit. Like I appreciate you because if she
Definitely.
took on the road that she didn't have to, and I appreciate that shit so much. So the love that I got from her, I just try to put it into my son.
Definitely. Shout out to Auntie for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
That,
definitely shout out to
that's
my auntie.
genuine love right there. That's and
Hell
I
yeah.
do want to discuss this. Speaking of like a parent's love, let's put it that way, instead of just father, mother love. A parent's love, matter of fact. Because you look in the news and then you see, shit about kids younger than us. You feel me? Like kids that's like 13 and younger carrying guns and going out killing people and shit. And I'm just over here. I ask the same question all the time. Be like, yo, where the fuck is the parents at, bro?
Oh yeah.
Like who's raising these kids? Like why is your son walking out the crib with a Glock 45 and killing innocent people or just out here with a gun, period? What's going on? Like I feel like these kids ain't being raised right, bro. These days, like
Most definitely not, because the parents are not paying attention to the kids. It's
they
really
not.
time. That's the key to this conversation and fatherhood. It's time. The kids need time with their parents. They need time. So when they don't have when the parents are not giving their children time, they're looking somewhere else, whether that's in the streets, being bad at school, getting in the wrong crowds.
Yeah, yeah.
They want time. That's what they want. And I feel like the parents, they just in today's society, I see parents just brush them off to the TV or social media or give them a
Let them,
tablet,
yeah,
not
let them
spend
play the
time.
game. Yeah,
It's more life. It's like I say, it's more to life than social media. Throw your kids to watch TV and put them on the tablets and shit.
yeah,
Spend time. Play, go outside. It's still nice.
yeah.
Surprisingly, in Syracuse, go to the park. Take them out. Shit like that. Spend quality
Let them
time.
see like how beautiful the world can be. I mean, yeah, we live in an
Yeah,
area like Syracuse, but even go on like a little road trip for the weekend,
yeah.
or do something like let your kid be a kid. Cause I know when we was kids, bro, we spent our time just even like when we was inside, we wasn't like bullshitting. Like we'd be inside
Nah.
playing like
Motherfuckers is still on the game. Motherfuckers still on talking on the phone with their friends and shit like
yeah.
that.
Or we was
On
playing
Uvu and
online
shit.
like on Call
That's
of
what we used to
Duty or
do.
2K with our friends, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Online.
Even on Uvu, video calling and shit
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. That's
facts.
what we used to do. And
Yeah,
play COD or shit like that.
yeah.
But niggas wasn't always doing that. That's the thing though. We wasn't
We was
always
always
doing
active too.
that type shit. Niggas was always active playing manhunt, shit like that.
Little
Motherfuckers wasn't
what's that
always
one?
just in the house playing
21,
games.
played
Yeah,
21, flag football, all type of shit. We used to play ding dong ditch too.
yeah,
Swear to
yeah.
God. But these new kids ain't like that, bro. These new
Yeah, they
kids
don't
is
even know what
like,
that shit is. They don't even know what that means.
I be
Shit
like,
crazy.
I'll probably be like, hey, young nigga, what's I'm over here calling them young niggas and shit. Like, what's a game we used to play that they might not know?
The game that I can say is probably Manhunt.
Manhunt, definitely. Cops and robbers too. Definitely
Cops and
cops.
robbers. Oh yeah, I forgot about
They don't
that.
know about cops and robbers. And it was one game, me and my boy at the time, I forgot what the fuck it was. It was years ago, bro. But yeah, these little kids, man, these new niggas, they don't know shit. They just walk around with
Yeah,
AR-15s and shit. It's
yeah,
bad.
motherfucker. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Want to run around with guns and shit. Try to rob motherfuckers. That shit is
Man,
crazy. I couldn't imagine doing that shit at 13 and 14.
nah, even to this day, I don't got the nuts to do that shit. I don't got the nuts to take somebody's life. That's just me.
That shit
I,
is just crazy.
that's just like you gotta be a whole different level of crazy to do that shit, bro. Like something mentally really
Especially when
gotta
you
be
don't
off.
have no reason to do this shit. Like,
Yeah, like, and it be innocent
there's no
people too.
reason.
It be
Yeah,
innocent people that they be shooting at or killing, bro. That's what break my heart because it's like you like it's a bunch of people in Syracuse that it's like 15, kids that's 15 years old and they killing these like 22, 23, niggas our age and shit. Killing
yeah.
niggas our age and whatnot. I just be like shaking my head every time.
It's tough, man. But what they learn from is what they see is what they learn.
Definitely.
And if
Definitely.
they and sometimes what they feel is what they do. If they don't have time with their parents and parents are not there, what do you expect from them to do?
True
I mean, I'm
that.
not saying I'm giving them a pass, but in a sense, I mean, they don't got to fall down that line because especially at 13 and 14, you do know right from wrong. But I'm not in the brain and I'm not in the brain of a 13 or 14-year-old, especially in
Right.
today's society. It's
Yeah.
totally different. It's totally different from when I was
Life is
13.
way different compared to we was like
And
13,
I feel like
14.
as a parent now, being a parent to a teenager, you really have to spend time, quality time for sure. That's what I'm starting to see,
Especially in these
especially seeing these
times,
kids playing with guns and shit. They need time, bro.
man. I mean, for as long as I can remember, I mean, before at one point you didn't really hear about kids shooting up shit. Like
Oh,
13
nah.
niggas like 9 years old toting them shits up. But before it was just niggas our age doing this shit or older. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like young niggas. But what's crazy is, you know, it's like now it's like it's backwards now. You feel me? Because like these niggas don't even know
Bro,
how
I
to
don't
use
want
it
to
no
cut you off. I'm sorry, but I gotta get my son. He just got here.
Oh, your son just got here?
Yeah,
It's all good. We can cut it short, bro.
yeah. You have to
But
cut it short. See, that's
shit, I
fatherhood.
appreciate you though, bro. For we definitely gonna get something cracking next time.
Yeah, we gonna get a new topic for sure.
Definitely social media. Bye,
Yeah,
y'all.
that's fatherhood
Cooping
though
this
for y'all, man.
motherfucker. Definitely, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, there's Kooomp out here, man. Appreciate you, bro. We gonna have to do this again.
All right, like
Appreciate your time.
definitely.
All right, bro. Be easy.
All right, you too, bro.